All right, we move ahead to our next guest. And I think a lot of people know this man a lot more than they did maybe heading into Saturday night at UFC 264. A man that Daniel Cormier deemed the most savage SOB he's ever met. One half of the fight of the night against Sean O'Malley on 11 days notice. He didn't get his hand raised in victory, but he gained a lot of new fans. No doubt about that. Kris Moutinho, kind enough to join us on the show. Kris, how are you, man?
Good. How are you, bro? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. First off, how are you feeling on this Monday as we record? It was a crazy fight. You showed such incredible toughness. How are you feeling physically less than 48 hours later?
I feel great, man. I feel just about what I feel like every other fight, man. I'm a little sore, a little full from eating too much shit, but I feel great, man. I feel great. I'm just ready for the next one.
And just, the overall notoriety you received since Saturday night, your social media has exploded. A lot of people, like I said earlier, know who you are now. Has it been a little overwhelming since Saturday night?
Extremely overwhelming, man. Everybody that knows me knows that I'm a shy dude. I don't like to be looked at. I don't like to be talked to too much, but it's cool, man. It's cool. This is what we sign up for, right? We're all trying to make it big and do this for the rest of our lives. And if this is what it is, man, I'll get used to it.
Has anyone reached out to you at all? Like any celebrities, like fellow fighters that kind of had you losing your mind a little bit?
Literally, actually, yeah, just literally right before I got on here, bro, I got a DM from Kevin Ross. You know Kevin Ross, the soul assassin, bro, the kickboxing star. Man.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy, bro. I'm a huge fan of him, man. And he's been around forever, so that was cool. I just saw that 5 minutes ago, but yeah, man, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy to think I'm in this world where 2 days ago I had 1,100 followers, and now I'm 70,000 plus. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. This world's a funny world.
It definitely is. So let's go back to Friday if we could, because, and I'm not here to pat myself on the back or anything, Kris, but I went on our preview show Friday night. I went on other shows on our pre-fight show before the card, and I said that you are not going to be intimidated by this moment. You would not be intimidated by Sean O'Malley, and you're going to be in his face until the fight on Saturday was over. So you take the stage Friday for your first ceremonial weigh-in on Saturday. Sean got in your face. You sort of leaned into him. You didn't flinch at all. You didn't even blink, I don't think. What was that moment like for you? What was that first UFC face-off like for you?
It was like normal, bro. This is what I was born to do. I tell everybody this. I've been about this for a very long time. The fight part is what I love. The fight part is what I do. I am a fighter. I can come in there. I can take a beating like everybody saw and not care. This is what I do. This is what I love to do. And the only part that I don't like is all the other stuff that we have to do along with it, all the media, all the talking, and that's the stuff I'll get used to, and that's the stuff I think I do pretty well as of right now. And I just love this part, man. I love to get in people's faces. I love to talk crap if I have to, man. And this was the greatest experience of my life.
So Friday into Saturday for sure. I'm sure you just dug all of it. Did you enjoy? You're sort of an inside guy, but did you enjoy the whole ambiance of the fight week? Just being on a car with Dustin and Connor, the atmosphere. I know there's media and you had to do the media days and stuff, but do you at least enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I enjoyed myself as much as I could. I was telling people, it was kind of hard to really embrace the whole thing because it was so much so fast. It was almost too much too quick for me to just truly be within the moment. But it was still great, man. I got to go out there. I put on a great fight for everybody to enjoy, and win, lose or draw. I told everybody what I was gonna do, and I did it. You know what I mean? Again, I'm always gonna be a sore loser, man. I never like to lose and never like to look at it like that. But man, I'm just happy that I got to go out there and I put a good account for myself, for my team, the people that I really care about, and my small circle that got me to this point.
I saw Mitch Raposo in your corner, and I know he's a guy that's up and coming. He's on the Ultimate Fighter this season. What was that experience like for him, just seeing you kind of in that moment? And, I know he's knocking on that door to get into the UFC, but to see you get there and he got to be in your corner, what was that like for him?
I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. It was just a great experience, and oh man, there was so much things that like that you wouldn't even know if you weren't at one of these. You know what I mean? Like just what the way the UFC works, simple things. So when he gets his shot next, man, whenever he's gonna get his shot, he or if he gets his shot, like the kid is gonna do already be a pro at this. He's not even gonna have to worry about it. So there's so many things that this experience helped out, man. And I see like this is what I've been trying to tell everybody, man. Like I've been training with dudes just as good as the guy I just fought last night, or if not better, for so long, man. I train with Mitch, train with Jorgen, all these guys that are in the UFC, Randy Costa, all these guys that have already made it here, man. And so I just knew I belonged here, and I belonged in this environment. And when I got here, I knew I was going to be able to handle all the pressure and all the other things that came along with this.
So Saturday night, you make the first walk. Sean O'Malley goes on Twitter right before the fight, said he's dedicating the knockout to the Phoenix Suns, who are getting ready to play for an NBA title. And you did what I predicted you would do. You went right after him. You got in his face. He's landing the big shots. You were kind of having a tough time getting to him early because of the length and the range, but you just kept coming forward, man. He dropped you at the end of the first round. You looked to be in some trouble before that horn sounded. How badly were you hurt in that moment?
I wasn't that bad, man. It was a drop. He got me. It was a flash one. He dropped me, but it wasn't. I've been hit a lot harder, and I've been dropped a lot worse. You know what I mean? Like, it was. He was a very talented. He's a very talented fighter, man. He was good timing, but it was a lot of it was my fault. You know what I mean? I wasn't setting up my strikes. I wasn't feinting. I wasn't doing anything. I was kind of just bar brawling. You know what I mean? I turned this into a hockey fight. You know what I mean? I was just trying to swing, bro, and it was what I felt in my head, man. I just wanted to go, man. I just wanted to hit him. But this is a fight, man. I had to set up my strikes. I have to feint. I have to get into my range where I can land the strikes. As the fight was going, man, you could tell one of us was tired, one of us wasn't, man. It wasn't the kid getting punched a lot. So you guys tell me what you thought.
What did you think of like the theatrics early on, the invisible dribbling of the basketball and all? Like, were you even noticing that as the fight was playing out?
That was funny. It was funny, man. But I was right in his face, talking to him right back. You know what I mean? Like he can do whatever he wants, man. He has a way about him that he only does that when he's in front of a camera. You understand? I'm the same person I am in front of the camera, outside the camera. I'm the same person 100% of the time. He's not the same person. When he's not in front of the camera, he's nice as can be. He doesn't say a word. When him and his corner in front of the camera, they talk all they can. You know what I mean? So we're just different. We look at things different. If I don't like you, you know I don't like you, and I bring the same energy 100% of the time. If I do like you, you're gonna know I like you, and that's just the way I am. I'm 100% who I am all the time.
What were you saying to Sean? There were certain moments where you were just walking towards him and you were just talking to him. Like, what were you saying to him?
I was just being just normal Boston stuff, man. We're from Massachusetts, man. This is what we do in the gym. This is what I do to my boys in the gym every day. You know what I mean? Call them the B word and just let them know who daddy is at that point. You know what I mean? I was taking some shots and I was doing what I was doing, but if that fight was to the death, he knows who would have won that fight. You know what I mean? This is what it is, and I'm just here to do it, man. Hopefully one day we can run that one back. You know what I mean? I have things I have to work on. I have things I have to improve on, man. A loss is never going to sit right with me, whether it was a great fight or not. You know what I mean? It was a loss to me, and there's a lot of things I can learn from this, and me and my team are going to work for the next few months and just really, really, really improve on everything. And next time you see me, I'm going to be a different person.
What happened with Tim Welch?
He's again, another dude. Like when you see him outside the ring, he's a nice person. Doesn't say a word to you. When he's standing outside of a ring, he's talking a lot to you. He's talking a lot. He was talking more than Sean was talking. You know what I mean? So that's when he got the finger and he got a little bit of extra. He got a little bit of extra from me. You know what I mean?
What was he saying to you?
He was telling me I was getting knocked out, man. I wasn't ready. I'm like, dude, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm always ready. This is what I love. This is what I do, man. I could walk outside tomorrow. I'm gonna be in shape. I'm gonna be in shape to fight, man. Getting punched in the face doesn't hurt that bad, man. He hit me. He hit me what 230 times, most punches consecutively and most accurate, whatever it was, man. Whatever the record was. Hey, I was still there, bro. And if they didn't stop that fight for no reason, it would have went the whole 15 minutes. So it's some craziness, man. But I'm just excited to learn from it and get better for the next one.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of talk about Herb Dean and when he decided to stop the fight, which we'll get into the actual closing sequence in a minute. But heading into the second round, you were standing there getting ready for Herb to get you guys going. And I was a little worried he might stop the fight there, like before the second round. Were you worried about that at all?
Not really, man. I took a lot of shots, man, but if you watch me, I was still coming forward. I was still pushing the pace. I was still throwing punches, man. Listen, I've seen fighters take beatings to the point. You can watch. Nobody stopped the fight when Calvin was taking a beating to Max Holloway. Nobody stopped Rory McDonald until he stopped himself. Nobody stopped Rory McDonald when he was getting destroyed by Robbie Lawler and his face was gassed up, his nose was broken. I took some shots, man. I got a nice light skin, man. It bruises. It bruises up, bro. That's what we do. But I'm a fighter, man. I should be given the same token as everybody else, man. Go out on my sword if I want to. Unless I'm not swinging, bro. You can watch that last sequence. I was still throwing punches. I was still there. I was trying to move out the way of some shots. Hey, you get hit. This is a fight. If you don't want to do it, man, don't do it. It's not who I am, man. You're gonna have to kill me to get me out of there. And if you don't do that, I'm coming, bro. I can finish this fight at any time. I got power too, I promise.
Yeah, I think like it was kind of a double-edged sword for me because there's like part of me that was like, I understand why people thought it should have been stopped, but at the same token, like, and I use the Cater example as well. It's 27 seconds left in the fight. Like, yeah. Let him go. Like, just let it go. And I understand why people have genuine concern. They'd be like, oh, you'd be singing a different tune if, he got knocked out in the last 10 seconds brutally, but you didn't. Like, you got hit with 230 other punches and you were still walking forward. So I could see both sides, but to me, I felt like you earned the to get to the finish of that fight.
Yeah, I think especially because of how much time was left, and he knows how he gets to look at the clock. You know what I mean? He gets to look at the clock. He gets to see how much time is left. He knows what the deal is. He knows there's 27 seconds left. There's no reason to stop that fight. Listen, man, if he was going to stop it, he should have stopped it when I got dropped. Could have stopped it when I was taking the rest of the 230 punches a round earlier. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But I can't. I'm not gonna. If the fight went to decision, I would have lost the decision. I understand that I lost the fight. That's not the question. It's just it adds a little sour taste to the extra bit of it. You know what I mean? I still am gonna be a little sour about a loss. It just adds a little bit that I got finished when I really shouldn't have.
Did you feel like Sean was getting frustrated at all? Like just landing those shots and you were still coming? Like, did you feel any frustration on his end?
I feel like he was getting a little scared towards the end. He was a little scared towards the end. If that was a 5-round fight, it would have been a little more. I think I was pushing him. I think he was tired. I think I was going at a pace that eventually he would have been worn down of. I think it was again my fault. I wasn't adding any feints. I was standing there. I wasn't moving my head off the center line. I was just getting punched in the face. So I didn't make it as much of a competitive fight as it could have been. But hey, man, I can't go back in time. I can't change things. I understand what happened. I understand what I have to improve on. And the next few months is going to be just nothing but improvement.
Of course. I mean, you wanted to go back to Massachusetts, where I'm actually at as well, on the western part of the state. But there's very few cases in MMA where moral victories stick in this crazy sport of ours. Like, did you head back to Massachusetts? I know you didn't go back with an actual victory under your belt, but do you have like a moral victory in your eyes? Like, is that enough for you?
Other people think so. You know what I mean? Other people think so. A loss is a loss to me though, man. In my eyes, like, I understand. I'm happy. I'm happy with however the situation goes out. I'm happy God brought me home. I'm happy we got home without neither one of us has any permanent injuries, and I don't have any broken bones, and I can get back into the gym as soon as possible and just get better. You know what I mean? That's a victory for me. We both made it out okay, and we get to go home to our families, and I get to see my mom and my little brothers and sisters and my girlfriend, and I get to eat all the crap food I want. You know what I mean? That's my moral victory, man. Now it's just time to look at what I need to do to be a world champion. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at, man. How do I become a world champion? Is it go down to 25? Is it stay at 35 and just get better? So that is where we are at now. We are looking at what does the future hold for me, and I'm going to be talking to the UFC people soon and figuring out where I go from here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you because even you haven't fought at 25 since you were an amateur, right? Like early on in your amateur career, that was the last time you fought at 25, right?
Yeah, I think my last one was either 2015 or 2016 was my last one. I would have to look in my Tapology or whatever it is, but yeah, man, it's been a long time, man. It's just my body I got a little older and don't really know how to do it properly. But now that I have the resources, might as well take advantage of them and figure out what I have to do, man. I can handle 35ers, man. I'm strong and I've been doing it for a long time. But if I can do it healthy and go down to 25, maybe it's a smart choice. So I'll have to talk to some people and figure out what I have to do.
Yeah, I think you got fights at 45 too, if memory serves me correctly, right?
For sure, man. I fought some really good 45ers. So hey, man, I'm cool wherever this goes. I'm cool as a cucumber, man. Fighting is fighting, and fighting is what I love to do. And you all saw that last night. I can be in there and take a beating, or I can give a beating, and I'll be all right when I come out.
Dana White told reporters that after the fight, he basically told you and your team, don't talk to anybody, go straight to the hospital. And I was texting back and forth with your manager, Tyson Chartier. He told me around 2:30 in the morning on Sunday that you were out of the hospital, you were relaxing, and that all the scans were clear and that you were good to go. So is that accurate? And can you elaborate perhaps on like what the doctors told you?
Yeah, everything was good. They said I was clear. They let me go home. They forced me to go to the hospital, man. I had no choice. I go to the hospital, got my scans, made sure I was okay, and they're 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 great, man. They're great people. All these the UFC people really taking care of me and allowed me to do what I love to do, man. It was a great vibe, man. Great people that work for the UFC, and I really appreciate this whole experience.
When did you find out you got the bonus?
Literally once I 10 seconds before that DC video came out. You know what I mean? I was sitting up I got back from the hospital, go up to see my coaches who were just chilling in the room because they were waiting at home because my girlfriend went with me to the hospital. And yeah, they started freaking out before I do. Everybody finds out things before I find out, man. And it's great, man. Money's cool, man. But money's never been a big thing for me. So we're gonna try to just use that money to make sure I can do this for the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
So I did want to get your take on something, if you don't mind, because most of the reaction, as you know, has been positive, but I wasn't sure if you saw some of your fellow New England regional fighters reacting to you, not just getting the call, but talking about your performance. Like I know Johnny Campbell, who you had fought before, had some things to say, gave you respect and props, but reminded people that he finished you once before in CES. And then Jay Perrin had some things to say, something to the effect of, he would never want to be known as a guy who took a giant ass whipping. So I just kind of want to get your reaction to that from some of your fellow local fighters.
That's funny. There's a couple clowns. One of them has 30 losses and the other one just talks too much. You know what I mean? So it's cool, man. I don't care. They can fight me whenever they want. I told Cupcase I'd fight him again, and Perrin can just keep saying whatever he wants, man. I'm here to fight, man. If you're in front of me, I'll fight you. I don't complain. I don't ask questions. I fight who they put in front of me, and I'm gonna keep working my butt off to make sure that I have a long career in the UFC. I'm here. You can say whatever you want, man. You don't want to be known as the guy who took an ass whooping. I'm here. You're outside somewhere, just looking at me. So just have a good time, man. Have a good time. I'm here to look for my next fight, and make sure I make this career worth it.
By the way, do you know who made that meme of you, of Randy Marsh of South Park with the green hair, and it said, "Hey O'Malley, I didn't hear no bell"? Because that is amazing. I was crying laughing, dude. Do you know who made that?
No, I don't. Some dude sent me one, and then I reposted it, but I don't think he made the thing, but it was hilarious, man. I tweeted that, and again, this stuff is crazy how this works. Like, I don't understand how this social media things work, because 3 days ago, like I said, I had 1,100 followers, and I have 70,000 followers on this Instagram stuff, and then on my Twitter, I had nobody following me on Twitter, and now I got 20,000 followers on Twitter. It's the weirdest thing, man, because it's never been something I even care about. But it's funny how the world works. It goes from telling me I'm gonna get knocked out and I'm gonna die to now everybody's kissing my butt and telling me I'm gonna be a world champion eventually. It's so funny, man. But I'm just blessed. I'm blessed by God, and I appreciate everything that He's given me in life.
Last thing I wanted to ask you about, it became a big story during fight week that you quit your job at a paint factory when you got the call, and you essentially went all in on yourself, which it sounds like, you're happy about. It's an amazing thing when you're able to do that, and, you can kind of experience the fruits of your labor. But, especially after Saturday night and what has come from it, like, what has that feeling been like? Because I'm sure there were some doubts maybe taking the leap like that. There's always sort of anxiety that comes attached to that, but kind of seeing the fallout of this crazy fight and seeing how people have reacted to it, is it kind of a vindicating feeling on that end?
100%, man. It showed me I was right in what I did, man. God gave me listen, I'm very religious in my eyes, man. God gave me a choice. He gave me a choice to quit my job. Beginning of June, I quit my job, and I decided I was going to commit to myself. I was going to commit to training. I was going to commit to teaching I was teaching at schools and build something for myself. Build a fight pro. Be able to build a personal training. Build myself out. Build my own business. And then, literally less than a month later, I'm in the UFC. You follow the good things God sets out for you, man, and good things happen to your life. And as long as you get rid of all the drama out of your life, which I have done, there's no drama in my life at all. I got a great girlfriend, great people around me. My circle is very small, and my team is great. And the last 2 years has been a blessing to me, even though with all this COVID stuff going on, it's just been a miracle, man.
Did you see Sean after the fight at all?
No, I didn't really see him, man. Again, like I said, he seems like a nice enough guy, man. When he doesn't have a camera in his face, man. When he's got a camera, he's the guy you see. So I'm sure he's a good dude, man. Nothing but good things for his life, I hope.
There you go. He had some good things to say about you, obviously, in his post-fight interview. Called you a tough MFer, put you over big, and that's good stuff, man. We will leave it at that, Kris. Thank you for the time. Congratulations on the call, the debut, the bonus, all of it. Heal up and enjoy the praise that has been heaped upon you. And I think everybody is excited to see what is next for you, whether it's in the bantamweight division, the flyweight division, or whatever division you decide to go to. You're going to say yes and take the damn fight. So I appreciate the time, sir. And congratulations on everything, man. And those social media numbers are probably going to continue to explode.
Yeah, man. Thank you for everything, bro. Thanks for having me on today.